And I'm Casey Cantz. Lawmakers racing against the clock to avoid a government shutdown. Congress needs to reach an agreement by midnight tonight to keep Washington up and running.
But it isn't looking like that will happen. Republicans are pushing a 7-week spending bill to keep funding at current levels. But Democrats want more funding for health care, including extending Affordable Care Act tax credits.
Now, if the government were to shut down tomorrow, federal employees, including military and air traffic controllers, would have to go without pay. Other federal organizations, like the Health and Human Services Department, say they expect to furlough thousands of workers.
The FDA says their food monitoring programs would be on pause during a shutdown. National parks, zoos, and museums would also close. But checks for programs like Social Security and SNAP would continue to be sent out.
Now, as the clock ticks closer and closer to midnight, that stalemate in Washington showing no signs of letting up.
Our Capitol correspondent Jamie DeLine speaking with the Siena University professor who breaks down what's happening on Capitol Hill and brings us a strong reaction from New York's delegation.
The clock is ticking closer to the October 1st deadline. If Senate Democrats and Republicans in Washington cannot come to an agreement to pass a resolution, government funding will stop. Siena University's Dr. Leonard Cutler explains why Republicans and Democrats are at a standstill.
The Democrats have insisted we're not going to support a continuing resolution. We did that last time around in March. We're not doing it now. Why? Because we need to get ironclad agreement from the president and the leaders of the Senate and the House to restore Medicaid funding that was taken out in the big bill.
However, Republicans have a different stance.
The president and the Republican leaders met with Schumer and Jeffries yesterday and said, no, we're willing to continue to negotiate. We're not putting it in the continuing resolution. Continuing resolution is just for functioning, keeping the government running, allowing the agencies to keep operating, people being paid. Let's continue to negotiate.
Both parties are blaming each other for the potential shutdown. In a social media post, Democratic Congressman Paul Tonko says he walked off the House floor.
Hoping to get a few to join us so we can stop this gutting of Medicare, Medicaid, and SNAP programs affecting millions. Instead, they chose to go with lies, misinformation, and kowtowing to this president.
Senator Schumer and Senate Democrats, they own this shutdown. We have passed clean funding. It's not controversial. It's just an extension. We just want a little more time so we can continue the appropriations process. And if they want to put meaningful reforms in that, let's have that debate.
If a shutdown were to happen, some federal employees would be furloughed. A recent New York Times Siena poll found 65% of voters say Democrats should not shut down the government, even if demands are not met. Reporting in Albany, I'm Jamie DeLine.